What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. Let's take a listen to something.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Claressa Shields. Relief? Is that the look on your face right now?
First, I just want to thank God. I want to thank Saudi for having me here. I want to thank the PFL. I had such a hard camp. Like, it's not easy what I'm trying to do, and I've been so respectful of the sport, and I put in a lot of hard work for this. And I'm just going to go back to the gym and work harder, but I almost got my arm snapped in the freaking arm bar. Had to fight out of that. I couldn't quite figure it all the way out the third round, but I know I had a strong first round, and I definitely had a hard second, and I won the beginning of the third round. So I just want to thank Kelsey and her team for accepting the fight, and just want to thank my team, Mercy, Team Joaquin, Coach Justin. They pushed me so hard in camp. It was days in camp where I was literally holding in tears, and I was not considering going back to the gym because it was just so hard. But I forced myself to go back, and that's how I got the win tonight.
That was a very well-earned victory. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Claressa Shields!
All right. Now, I want to do something in this video. For one, I want to point out, I read comments on these different videos. Different platforms, they will share the same footage. And, in the comment sections, there's a lot of scumbags on this, like really just scumbags in this world, who they're not even speaking about a particular thing that someone did, something that someone is doing. They just don't like people simply because they win and because they're confident. They like others that are arrogant, egotistical, have a big mouth, and straight just liars. But they like them for whatever reason. I don't care who you like and don't like. It's your damn prerogative. But the comments are so ignorant. Even for people that go, oh, who cares? I didn't even know she was fighting. Big deal. So what? She won the fight. I don't care. You don't care so much that you took the time to not on one platform, not on two, some of these people, 3, 4 more. And I laugh because I say, wow, it's the same person that was on the other 3 videos making the same stupid comment on every video. First off, let me say this. You heard her words. I'll play that particular video for this reason. To be confident in what you do, it's going to take that it plays a huge part in your performance, okay, in the outcome of a fight. Shields is not nearly as confident in MMA as she is in boxing. It's something she got a late start on, but she has the heart to do it. You heard her say there's times in the training camp where she considered not even going back because it was just so hard. She speak on what she's trying to do simply because it's not easy. Now, these are her words and you hear her say it. Somehow, people get it twisted and they act as if it's not even acting. It's like they make comments as if they want her to go, well, eventually somebody's going to beat me. I'm not that good. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like it's like they want her to just go in there and just like set herself up for failure, but it pisses them off when they win. Like it reminds me of Venus and Serena when they was whooping everybody's ass in tennis. And even people like John McEnroe, some of the, commentators just had negative things to say about them. And why? And someone had the nerve to say, oh man, they got too much attitude. Who had more attitude than John McEnroe? Mr. Slam your racket until it bounced up in the air, curse everybody out. John McEnroe was a wreck. But, you gotta love John. It's just John being John. We know where that's coming from. You got these ignorant content creators that keep making videos about Claressa Shields. Oh, enough is enough. Oh, cut the shit, Claressa. She's talking too much shit. Let me say this to all you guys that like to argue with women, okay, and argue about women. You guys, you so-called guys, because I'm not going to call you men. You so-called guys are the new females. You're the new women. Since when do we care about what somebody else is saying? Man, if Claressa Shields walked up to Keith Thurman, slapped him in his face, physically put her hands on him, did something to physically disrespect him, or trying to disrespect him in his face. You want to know what's crazy? Do you guys hit your woman? Like when you guys argue, because don't act like you guys have perfect relationships. When you argue with your woman, do you punch in her face? Huh? Do you? Like y'all keep saying somebody need to take Claressa Shields down. Because I'm pretty sure a whole lot of y'all come in here and your girlfriend and jumped in your face. Go ahead, hit me, motherfucker, hit me. What you gonna do? Pointing in your face. Do you punch in her face? Okay, because she's doing none of that. She's simply saying she thinks she can beat Keith Thurman. She says she thinks she can beat Keith Thurman with a body shot. And you're talking about her. But you're barking at her. Ain't no man, no real man, going to hit a woman with everything he got. They're holding back on her. Duh. And that's something for you to get riled up about. And I'm watching how one guy makes a video, then you have followers follow behind whoever the first guy that made the video. I've made several videos addressing the situation because the way I see it for Keith Thurman, he has a fight coming up already with Tim Tszyu. That's who he needs to be focused on. I don't care what Claressa Shields is saying. I use this analogy, this example often. You ever remember those old movies? They had a couple of commercials like that where you got this big Rottweiler and he's sitting there looking around. This Chihuahua's in front of him just barking, and the Chihuahua is just chilling. And the Rottweiler's chilling. He's just sitting there like, okay, let me see. What time is my owner coming home so he got there? He can throw the frisbee to me or whatever. He got everything else on his mind. That Chihuahua's barking and nobody's paying that dog any attention, right? And eventually he'll just shut up and walk away because nobody's listening to him. Nobody's paying him any mind. You get where I'm coming from? People talk, they say things to get attention. This woman didn't do what James Toney did. Were y'all disgraced at James Toney for going into that cage against Randy Couture knowing damn well, aside from his stand-up, he had nothing. He knew nothing else. You hear her saying, even in a different interview the same night, she said she had to work on her ground game more. And basically, she feels even more confident now because for her to survive that arm bar like that, how many people you seen tap out? Yeah, real quick. Shields, I don't care. Y'all can talk all the shit you want, but Shields is a man. She's a warrior. She has heart. And like she said, she just had to break it because I wasn't going to tap. And she really, you see it. I've seen people that have far more experience than Shields get caught and get locked in and they tap right away. Shields would not tap. So y'all can talk all the shit y'all want, but I hear some of you guys making your little comments about, how she thinks that she's better than men. She thinks she's better than this person. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Deontay Wilder and Malik Scott said that Deontay's 10 times better than Muhammad Ali. How many of y'all believe that? We watched Jermell Charlo get destroyed, by Canelo Alvarez. And at the end of the fight, he said, I still think I'm the best fighter in the world. When were you ever the best fighter in the world? I mean, I've heard Zab Judah make the same comment. I still think I'm the best fighter in the world at one point when he was still fighting, but this was even much later in his career. When was Zab Judah ever the best fighter in the world? At what point was that? I don't have to agree with what a person says, okay? But there's a whole lot of shit goes on. I guess you guys are afraid of cancel culture or something, right? Speak against them having transsexuals going fighting against women in the fucking Olympics and all this other shit. Huh? You a transsexual? Okay, cool. That means you're a born male. Let them fight men. Why are they fighting women? But I guess we in the era of time now where it's cool for men to beat women up or want to put their hands on women. I mean, let me tell you something. Whether it was Christy Martin, Layla Ali, Alicia Baumgartner, it doesn't matter who. You know what you've never heard a female say? You've never heard none of those women say, well, I know the guys are taking it light on me. I know they're not really going hard on me. They never say that, do they? They just thank them for the training and you know, they might not feel as confident. Well, Alicia Baumgartner feel, you know, she speaks about, you know, sparring with men and how she hold her own and all whatever. Okay, so big deal. Bottom line is, you know, look at what these so-called men are doing. Out here leaking sparring footage. I mean, there was a time when we said what happens in the gym stays in the gym. Now, all of a sudden, every couple of months, there's a new leaked video of someone getting the best of someone in sparring. So I guess this is how we're making fights now. Well, if, you know, if I beat him in sparring, that means I can beat him in an actual fight too. Okay, cool. So there's no need to fight. Let's just argue on social media, but let's not actually make a fight happen. Shields went in there, she fought, she won. She fought hard, she did her thing, and I said, hey, you know what, man? When you face adversity in a fight and overcome it, that always make you more confident, and it make you look more forward to what you're doing. Like she said, it's not easy, it's different. She's been boxing forever. She basically came into MMA, like I said, you know, late 20s. So this is something that's new to her, but you know, you can see the improvements in her. And you got to understand something. In MMA, most of these people, they don't really have careers of, you know, 40, 50, 60 fights. Not most of them. So pretty much what that means for someone coming into MMA green like that, like, you know, she got stand up. And the one thing about MMA, you guys know, most people don't want to let their hands go because they're worried about getting taken down. So with that being said, usually someone, they'll do jiu-jitsu or they have a wrestling background, some type of background where they're grappling and doing something with locks and, you know, knowing how to fight off their back and things of that nature. When you walk into this fresh like that, you know, hey man, she came into this thing with and it's like no matter who they give her in the PFL, it's going to be a tough fight for her because she's still learning even on the job. Now, with all that being said, I don't know and I don't really care. But why you guys are so filled with hate is it's amazing because you have a 3-time undisputed champion, the first and only fighter to ever do it. Oh man, that's because ain't no females out there. But yet you praise other fighters who haven't even accomplished what she's accomplished. Haven't even come close to it yet. But you still praise them anyway. Why? So it's one of these things now where people were making comments. I wish she would have broke her fucking arm off. I hate her. I can't stand her. Once again, men, so-called men with these female tendencies. You guys are the new women. Flat out. So Claressa Shields says she thinks she'll stop Keith Thurman with a body shot. So what? And? You sensitive, soft-ass guys who are quick to knuckle up with a female or quick to respond to a female but ignore men who've been calling you out like they're not on your level yet. Shields is on your level. And for these so-called, these content creators with all this mouth about she need to stop saying this and she need to stop, well, make her stop then. How about that? Go make her stop. Like I said, speak up against these injustices that's going on. But y'all don't care about any of that shit. Y'all just run your mouth just like little sissies. That's what they do. And it just disgusts me when I listen to some of it, because I'm sitting here saying these are so-called men getting bent out of shape over the words of a female. But at the same time, you got all of these idiots that just overlook what's important. They overlook the facts of what's going on. Let's find a way to try to tear them down. Now, I'm going to say this, and I said it once and I want to say it again, and I want to kind of dip into something else the same way. You see, I don't care what you're married to, but I see a lot of you little soft, little hush puppy ass so-called men. You're not married to black women. So y'all go around here, even though y'all black, and y'all happy Cinco de Mayo when it comes. That's all good. Put your little sombreros on and all that. I know. I've seen you. Some of you married to. I know. I know. And then I understand why y'all move the way y'all do. Because your wife would get mad and probably curse you out, make you sleep on the porch or some shit, because y'all don't have backbone. It's not about separation. We don't need that. It's not about segregation. We don't need that. But I'm going to say this, because I see a lot of these cowards won't do it. I'm not doing nothing because of what y'all are or aren't doing, but I'm going to say, for one, salute to Claressa Shields, because she did what she had to do. Bottom line, win, lose, or draw, she showed up to fight, and she held her own. She more than held her own. And it was impressive because, like I said, she faced adversity. Now she knows, okay, I can actually survive this kind of shit. So now improve on that ground game. And as the time goes on, you'll see. You'll see. You know, and you heard her say something that MMA fighters don't say. She said it's hard. What she's trying to do is so hard. And she's trying to do both. MMA fighters say things like boxing is easy and boring, because all you do is stand up and throw punches, man. You don't throw no elbows, no knees, no takedowns. But then every time they come into boxing and get their ass whipped, they always want to, okay, well, how about you fight me in boxing and in MMA? Why? They just want to be able to say, okay, you beat me in boxing, I beat you in MMA. Because the money's not there. You know, the boxer who basically, it doesn't matter if you feel your sport is superior to the other, which basically it's like apples and oranges, man. They're similar but different. The only similar thing about boxing and MMA is you stand up on your feet and start the fight. Okay, you got some guys that's good at stand-up, but they're not boxers, they're strikers. But bottom line is, you guys, you know, you sit up and applaud things, and I see what y'all do. I see what y'all do. If I speak good about Canelo, all the Mexican people gonna love me. If I speak good about Tyson Fury, all the British people gonna love me. Yeah, if I speak good about Manny Pacquiao, all the Philippines gonna love me. If I speak good about Inoue, all the Japanese people gonna love me. I see what y'all trying to do. And when it comes to your own nationality, y'all cowards sugarcoat and dance on eggshells, but y'all try to play neutral and don't put that same type of energy and emotion into anything involving black folks. Y'all some sellout, bitch-made dudes, and all y'all know who the fuck y'all are. Every one of y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Soft as cotton, but always running your mouth about shit. That's all y'all do. It's not even about boxing content anymore. It's about personal like and dislike, a disdain. You're not even talking about a particular subject that's even worth talking about. You're just talking shit. I don't believe, oh, because somebody's black, I can't call them out. No, I don't care what your nationality is. But I watch y'all sit back and make excuses. Even like, for example, when Teofimo Lopez made that comment about if ESPN wanted all these black fighters, they can have them or whatever. Yeah, Yeah, y'all all sat there and tried to make excuses. I don't think it was racist. I don't think he meant nothing by it. Punk asses. Y'all don't think he, but. Let a black fighter say, I never let a white boy beat me. And you got 50, 60, 70, 100 people in your comment section trying to tell you what he said, and y'all sit there and make videos about it and have so much to say. It's just not when it's shoe on the other foot. Yeah, I see it. No different from when I said, look at Shakur Stevenson jumping in the ring, sucking off Lomachenko. Just to have Lomachenko turn him down. Just to have Mauricio Sulaiman replace him. He was mandatory for Devin Haney, right? And he got bumped due to the president of the WBC. Their little bullshit ranking system got bumped by a guy that just lost. And here this dude coming off a win, coming there praising him, thinking that was going to get him favor with the people. Maybe thinking that was going to get Lomachenko to, okay, he talked nice about me. Okay, maybe we'll fight it. Nope, didn't happen. Didn't happen. I've never heard him. See, this is my point. And you see these fighters, you never hear them refer to a non-black fighter as a bitch-ass nigga, do you? They only say that about other black fighters. But then y'all sit up and overlook all that kind of stuff. But y'all so-called men are more focused on a female because she says she can beat the guys, she fight the guys and she hold on with the guys. She thinks she can beat Keith Thurman, blah, blah. So what? So what? There's a lot of people that say a lot of things that we don't always agree with, okay? When you speak and you start making videos about somebody said this or somebody said that, there's more important topics going on. You can choose to talk about what you want. But my point is your own words, your own choices of videos, selection shows you what type of soft bullshit punk ass motherfuckers y'all are. Because I've never in my life been around men teaching me to go around beating up women, wanting to beat up women. As I said before, it's not like she physically put her hand on him. She didn't physically assault this man or nothing. She's just sitting there talking her shit. Same way Keith talk his shit. And like I said before, he ignored, Jerron Ennis. Yeah, he ignored and ducked Errol Spence for so long. All these people, nobody was on his level, but he responds to Claressa Shields. Oh, somebody need to put in a place. No, why don't you put Jerron Ennis in his place? Well, he has Tim Tszyu coming up, so he has to get past that. But the fact that you even entertain that, and the fact that these bullshit content creators won't take the time to even acknowledge Black History Month. See, I'm black every day. Black history should just be American history, shouldn't it? You think somebody came along by now and said, man, we don't want to take anything from, Black History Month away. Well, we're going to make sure Black history should be in our school curriculums. We should learn about all of these things. All the contributions and that. Yeah. To do a month is injustice. We're all from the same country. That we're from here. So why are we only getting a month? What did that tell you, right? So I can look at that a couple of ways. But while y'all out here big up and saluting, like even the war, what went on over there in the Ukraine. Innocent people don't deserve to be killed in whatever country you in, right? What I'm saying, these same people that couldn't talk about Lomachenko, couldn't make a video without talking about the Ukraine, just to suck people off, to get people to like your video. Here we are again. For black fighters doing some bullshit, I'ma speak on it. Fighters that I rock with, that I want to see win, you've heard me get on them. So nobody can accuse me of picking and choosing. I'm going to say this. Salute Claressa Shields for doing what she did. Y'all want to salute somebody for Black History Month? Well, there you go. So I'm basically, and listen, I don't care about nobody's money, their wealth, their mansions, none. I don't know. All I focus on is what they do in the ring, in the cage, whatever. I salute her for her performance. Give her flowers right now. Why? Because here's the deal. Everything that we celebrate about Black History Month is always the past. But look at what's happening right now. So there's people doing things, accomplishing their goals. And that's whether it's going to college, finishing it, getting that degree, whether it's, going to a business school, getting some type of license, some type of certificate, whether it's in the ring, whether it's whatever they're doing, respectfully, okay? What bottom line is, she did what she did. And I noticed something. That news is not all over the place. That's by design. Isn't it funny how when she lost, yeah, just like the first fight she won. Oh man, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that girl wasn't worth a shit, blah, all of this talking. And we're talking about a novice who came in their first fight and won. She lost her second fight. That shit was everywhere. Oh, they all want to talk about it. Black folks included. Blah, 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 blah. Shields this, Shields that. I can't stand her. She needs to be humble. Blah, blah, blah. She just thinks she can walk in the Bottom line, you hear her speaking humbly. You hear her saying things. I've seen so many videos. And why do I even play those videos? Because when you watch the video, you realize that what she's saying has nothing to do with what these idiots are saying. So I salute her on her victory. Now, I don't do the discrimination thing. I'm saying this is Black History Month. So I salute all positive black people that's doing things not to stroke their ego, not to belittle people, okay? But out here living your dreams respectfully and holding it down with dignity, okay? Simple. Past and present, I bow to no man or woman. Accomplishments don't make you a good person. All right? And that goes for anybody. So my whole thing is, like I said, I'm not Mexican. I have nothing against Mexican people. And I had a very nasty situation when I went to Mexico. And I've been there more than once. And the last time I went there, it was like, okay. Yeah, it was about to get ugly, and I didn't know what was going to happen. But I just know that I know it could have happened. And I know what I was willing to do. And if I was going to go out, they was going to have to shoot me and kill me. And I didn't want to get into that. My family was there and all that. It was just a very nasty situation. But I never let that make me hate Mexican people. You understand? But what I'm telling you, we always quick to try to salute everybody, everything non-black. But when it comes to something black oriented, I don't want to see videos of motherfuckers sitting there pouring lean into drinks, getting high, getting pissy drunk, and people thinking that's the representation of black people. Always something ignorant. I've heard people say black people don't have culture. Black Americans don't have no culture. Really? Oh, really? Or coward ass Busta Rhymes even made that stupid comment. And I'm going to tell you what that's about, see? To make my point even more crystal clear. Because he's black, right? He's Jamaican. We know from years ago when he's with leaders of the new school, we heard interviewing he's Jamaican, but yeah, he was born in New York. He wasn't born in Jamaica. Okay? That fake ass patois accent, man, that the motherfucker sound like somebody trying to take acting lessons, trying to talk like a Jamaican. He don't even sound Jamaican and shit. You heard this motherfucker all his life speaking English, speaking American slang, making rap music, making millions of dollars off rap music. Then, everything. Now, he gets to a point, he gets older. He's in his career to where now, he might get YouTube views and stuff like that, but nobody's buying no fucking Busta Rhymes albums. So what does he do now? Now he starts big up in Jamaican and Latino culture. Why? Because now he's talking about going to his roots, making a reggae album. Who the fuck want to hear Busta Rhymes do a reggae album? You understand what I'm saying? Hip hop, yeah, I can make some shit and do uploads. It's about singles now, right? They don't even care about albums in this generation. It's all about singles. So what is he doing now? Trying to appease the Jamaican people, the Latino people. Oh yeah, I know. Because that hip hop chapter in your life is, it's not even lukewarm. It's a little bit on the cold side. Like I said, video views. Nobody, who the hell do you hear driving around, or whose house have you been there playing Busta Rhymes, any new Busta Rhymes music? You understand what I'm saying? So now that I can't make money, off hip hop with any new stuff, well, you know what? Okay, cool. Now all of a sudden, what you trying to, like I said, trying to appease the Jamaican people and the Latinos. Now all of a sudden, now you want to talk with a Jamaican accent on interviews. Get the fuck out of here with that fake shit. We saw Wyclef Jean do the same thing. Yeah, everything was about hip hop. And the funny thing is, he used to jump on stage and start going into some reggae style shit. And I'm like, this dude is he's from Haiti. He's Haitian. He's not even Jamaican. What the fuck is he doing? Right? Yeah. But then what happens without the Fugees? He makes that bullshit Carnival album and that shit flopped and failed. It was whack. It was garbage. Just got to be honest. And without the Fugees, he wasn't the same. He was better as a producer than he was as an artist. And what did he do? Start playing his little guitar, made his little Haitian album. Yeah. Yeah, and that shit failed too. And then he even tried to run for president. All this shit. And you see my point. See, we have this whole America's a big pot of gumbo. Some of everybody's here. But the black folks here do the same shit. Look at each other. We ain't the same. Why your accent different? We know what it is. So, I don't have the mindset of us living a segregated lifestyle. I do have the mindset to understand everybody don't see me the same way I see them. Which means when you stand up for something, that's when you see what people are really made of. As long as everything's happy-go-lucky, but when you put your 10 toes down, nah, man, because if I say that, then, yeah, I know. I don't give a shit about winning people's favor. If you don't accept the truth and you don't see the logic and the truth, the reason in what I'm saying and what I'm doing, then, that's an issue you have. I don't need people hitting the subscribe or like button just because they're trying to just be a part of a trend. I don't want to be a part of any trends. I speak from the heart every time I speak about anything. And like I told you before, my family's mixed. You've heard me make so many different videos where you hear me speaking against racism, hatred, ignorance, stupidity. But this is what people embrace. So, I'm saying salute to Shields on her victory, her contributions to boxing, giving us, solid matches to watch now, the PFL. And, salute. This is Black History Month. I'm saluting, like I said, all the positive black people out there that's doing positive things. And that's, making progress in what they're doing and all that good stuff. And again, there's this isn't about screw everybody else, no, but this is Black History Month. Yeah, go figure. They give us the shortest month out the whole year, right? But bottom line is, even here, you don't hear videos of black people trying to uplift other black people. You don't hear of black unity anymore. You don't hear any of that. See, let me give you an example of something of how the mind works. You as a parent, if you tell your kid, you go buy them ice cream, you go buy them toys, nice clothes, whatever, right? You're the best dad in the world. You're the best mom in the world. When they get mad at you, when you make them clean up their room or make them clean up behind themselves and things like that, then all of a sudden, they're not going to say it to you. Well, you new parents, they talk back to you guys and talk to y'all like y'all their homeboys instead of their parents. But at the end of the day, they don't like that. So you know what they do? They talk about their parents to their friends because their friends do the same thing. My mom should be, hey man, my mother too, yeah. And my father gonna tell me this and that and blah, 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 yeah. And this is what kids do. So even though you're the one keeping the lights on, keeping food in their mouth, making it possible for them to bathe every day, never have to go hungry, never have to worry about clothes, never have to worry about nothing. They have everything they need and want. It takes maturity to kick in for a lot of them to understand that. This is similar, extremely similar in a sense of the unity that you have as a family. What I'm saying is, without teaching, kids are just take it for granted. You're supposed to. Yeah, you are supposed to do those things. But what they don't understand is there are bad parents out there that don't care. If you heard the story of what just happened, where I think it was an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old was left in charge of 8 kids, while the two 26-year-old parents went out to go gamble. Well, you know what? Pause. Let's take a listen.
We have new details from Baton Rouge where at least 3 people are facing charges after deputies say a toddler was beaten to death. The East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office says Tarika Scott, a 12-year-old, and a 10-year-old are all facing murder charges. Scott is the mother of one of those young suspects, and we're told this all unfolded last Monday when that toddler and a group of kids were left home alone. Investigators say Scott repeatedly admitting knowing one of the juvenile suspects was violent. She was booked for principal to battery and principal to second-degree murder.
Okay, and to just, explain in a little further detail, there's 2 of them. There's another video that where's the bot talking. I don't like listening to the bot talk. But bottom line is, the initial video, I don't. It's longer than that one. So it was 2 26-year-olds that went out to go and gamble. You left a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old in charge of 8 kids. The 12-year-old and the 8-year-old beat a 3-year-old to death. Okay? Beat her to death. And what did you just hear? The parent knowing, well aware that, yeah, these kids that they had in charge of violence, so you want to go and gamble. You see what happens when kids have kids? They're going to do wrong. They're going to make not just big mistakes, but dumb-ass decisions. So my point, when you're a good parent, your kids don't know that. They don't see those type of things. And that's why you need to explain and make them aware so they don't take you for granted. They do understand, you know what, I got good parents. And I should embrace that and respect that. When you see, like I said, accomplishments don't make you a good person. But when you see someone legitimately making steps and making strides to do well, you guys, for whatever reason, I hope she lose. I hope she lose. I hate her. I can't stand her. I hope she, God, please, Lord, let her die. Let something happen. These are the stupid things the comments I read. So, and not even just about her, just in general. For people that are doing things a legit way, the right way, the respectful way, it's always something to say. People that take shortcuts, do underhanded things, people that lie, y'all find entertaining. So, I salute all the hardworking mothers and fathers out there. I'm saluting, and just on a day-to-day, I'm grateful for life. And again, because it's Black History Month, I want to make this known. It's not only because it's Black History Month for me to say what I'm saying, but I'm going to say this, okay? And I'm making it known so because people listen, and a lot of times people listen and still, they hear you and forget what you just said 5 minutes ago. And let me salute to all the good people in the world that are good people, good, honest people that do things the right way. But right now, I want to salute all the Black moms, the good Black moms, the good Black fathers, the good Black families, the individuals that know it's not about just having money or because I can buy this, I accomplished this, so I can buy that. That makes me better than somebody else. No. I want to salute y'all. I want to salute the people who have regular jobs that nobody knows, that don't care how great of a person you are, don't know how great of a person you are. Okay? We watch celebrities get exploited. We watch them get cheered. We watch them get booed. We watch them go through things and show you I'm nothing but a human being. That's all. That's all. So, for all the fathers out there that have the type of kid's mom that try to keep the kid away because you don't want to deal with her personally and because you won't give her what she wants physically, you don't want to deal with her attitude and she try to use the kid as a weapon, I salute you. I salute the women who got a no good scumbag baby father out there that don't want to be a father to the kid. And let's be real. There's so much that goes on in this world that people just don't pay attention to. And we focus on everything that has nothing to do with us. I don't hear nobody saluting us and wishing great things on us and wanting to see things happen differently for us. All I ever hear is people saying we're angry black people and we always want something. We're still talking about reparations and we're lazy. All we do is get on welfare and make babies that we can't take care of and go to prison and sell drugs. And that's all I ever hear. And the funny thing is, that's what TV promotes. That's what music promotes. That's why I label the people I'm saluting. Not just because you're black, but as a good person. So no, I'm not saluting you because you just sold a million copies for some song or something. No. Anybody can make a stupid. I mean, I've heard a lot of garbage that y'all call music in all forms of it. All right? Just saying. Movies or whatever. So I don't care about you being no celebrity. But I'm saying somebody who's on their grind that's really, doing what they're doing. And not to mention everybody else who's saluting these fighters, actors, actresses, whatever, because they won some award or whatever the hell. We, as black people, this is Black History Month, and we need more camaraderie. And let me make an example of something too. You see, I remember the first time I made a video about Deontay Wilder. I said, if Wilder gets some skills to go with that right hand, he'd be a problem. But he needs some footwork. I named all the things I seen that was wrong with his skill set, and it was a lot. Those same things are still present right now. So what he was able to do with what he does, how far he went with it, nothing changed. But from day one, instead of you had people that understood it, but then you got the fanboys who didn't. Oh man, why y'all attacking Wilder? So wait, we're attacking him by saying if he had some skills to go with the right hand? You're too dumb to understand that? And then all of a sudden, it becomes a race thing. And then black people saying, I don't believe you taking up for that cracker Fury. Well, first off, I'm not taking up for Fury. I don't even give a shit about Fury as a fighter. I want to see, I don't even care if I ever see Fury fight again or not. You understand what I mean? I don't even like nothing about Fury. So they obviously don't know what they're talking about in that situation, for one. Two, when you're lying, you're lying. When you say you have something that you don't have, and all we saying, okay, well, why are you holding on to it? Let's see. You saying you have it? Show us. Just to admit you never had it. So all these excuses and lies and things, nah. As I said, because you black don't mean, I can't call him out because he's black. No. But my whole thing with that was it got to the point where people started choosing sides. So you can't give an honest opinion without being a hater in this generation, right? Okay. So when people say, yeah, but y'all be attacking what? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. When I can say something and then put up the post, whether it's written or whether it's video, then you look stupid. A liar is a liar. Plain and simple. Nobody's saying, no. Even though he's wrong, he's black. We can't say nothing about him. No. And I'm making this example because that's all we said from the very beginning. He just need to get some skills, man, because he just depend on that right hand too much. Them wild windmill punches, no footwork, throwing punches, tripping over his own feet, all of that type of stuff. As simple as that is, people made a big deal out of it because they know it was true. So even though he lacks, he won those particular fights. But what they fail to realize is somebody's going to get him, and then it happens. All of those years back, up until now, to see no improvement. Do you see the point what I'm saying? This all came from people that just don't want to hear the truth. And that's all that was. There's several channels I stopped even listening to because initially I'm listening to them and I realized they have an agenda too. Because they pick and choose what black fighter is important and what's not. You're not important to me. I respect what you do. That's all. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know these people personally. I don't make it personal. But I salute all of them who are doing things the right way in life. And pretty much, I know who I am. I know what I am. And we need more camaraderie. We need more understanding. Less bullshit. Less immature, stupid ignorance where, people get upset because you simply, even respectfully, say what you say. And it gets to the point where they get cocky, start running their mouth. So you know what? It's middle fingers to them too, because it's like, no, you're not going to sit here because you're some celebrity. You can say whatever you want, but anytime someone says something, calling you out on your bullshit, then it's an attitude. I don't care. We've seen how people react. You have channels that sit here and suck these fighters off, and something goes wrong, they have a misunderstanding, they bump heads, then the truth comes out about how they feel about these people for real. You see, I'm the same guy that said Jamal and Jamel need to keep their business out of social media. Deontay and his brother now. Okay? His brother put something out on social media. Y'all seen it. I don't care about digging these things. The same way with Jamel Charlo. I didn't put that man business out there. That was something that was out there. What I did was clear up the fact that nobody was telling the fact that, yeah, he didn't beat up on his wife. Remember that? He didn't beat up on his wife. That's what people tried to make you think. That's what the news was saying, right? That he had a domestic situation. You use the term domestic in several situations, and that's the first thing people picture is you hit somebody. And it's usually a husband and wife. Well, the truth of the matter is, y'all saw what happened. And y'all see how quick that died down once it came up that, oh, it wasn't his wife. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So him putting his hands on the transsexual, that's what you heard him talking about. It's not me putting that out there. And I didn't make a big stink about it. I wanted to make sure, the same way I said, it's funny. The same way how Michael Jackson was called a child molester. But when those parents spoke up and admitted that they forced the kids to say that, to try to sue Mike, all of those comedians, the talk show hosts, the Joan Rivers and all these people, did you hear them make apologies to the Jackson family? Because they was roasting Michael Jackson. Yeah, and I guess because of his lifestyle, his demeanor, it probably was believable to people. That maybe he did, why would he have all these kids around, whatever. So, yeah, people attack those things. But where was the apologies, right? We got fighters that failed drug tests, and then you got sanctioning bodies and VADA giving shady-ass excuses as to, why they made the decision that they made. That is like, okay, But if you're attracted to the person, it's okay, right? Goofy stuff like that. So I'm going to say this in closing this video. Deontay, stop doing your brother wrong, boy. Keep it in your pants. Your brother put that out there, not me. Bottom line, that kind of stuff shouldn't happen at no point in time. Don't know, don't care, that's y'all personal business, but that's not something that shouldn't be going on. The world need to know that. Jamel and Jamal Charlo, keep your business off the internet. Whoever recorded your phone call conversations, see, everything is not worth even talking about. You don't even know who you can trust after things like that happen, huh? Alicia Baumgartner, wish you nothing but the best. But backstabbing people to try to get ahead, talking like you want something but not going up to make the sacrifice you need to get there, that's not cool either. We ain't got to sit here and walk holding hands, singing Kumbaya, okay? We ain't got to sit here and walk around with a bunch of Grand Rising motherfuckers, okay? But And I'm saying that because, like I said, I don't care about your belief system and all. None of that make you a good person. But what we need to do, in all honesty, put all jokes aside, we need to look at each other and realize this is life. If I have no following, I have no career. Everybody is not hating on me just because they're being honest and respectful about what they feel. But then, you always have people, and this is what I'm saying, it shows you the difference. People get upset with you when you speak the truth. Therefore, you've been rolling with them since day one. You're not being disrespectful. You're just simply saying, hey, like, for example, let's say if Alicia Baumgartner felt some kind of way. Well, no, I said she won that fight. Let's say if I was one of the people that thought Michaela may have won. And let's say she was like, fuck Aries Zodiac boxing. I don't even know who he is. Fuck him. Fuck you right back. Because if I say I thought somebody won, that's what I really felt. I'm not saying it to knock somebody. That's why when fighters say things like, all the people that have been hating on us and doubting me, fuck y'all, mother. Oh, okay, so now you're saying fuck people because they didn't think you were going to win. And more than likely, you went in there and lost. But even if you won, okay. Remember Adrian Broner, when he was saying the same thing, he felt disrespected. People not giving him his props because they thought Mikey Garcia was going to win. Remember all that talk, all that tough talk? How he never lost at 140? Mm-hmm. He's like holding on to a ledge. And every time he make an excuse, one finger slips off. Another excuse, that finger slips off. He's down to 140, which is his last saving grace. I never lost at 140. Mikey took that from him. Now first it was, the loss was the best thing that ever happened to me. Right? Now I know who my real friends are. People show you their true colors when you ain't on top. When you lose. That's what he said. Second loss comes, then it was, man, I ain't gonna keep fighting these big people, man, these big guys and all, right? Man, so like it's somebody else's fault that he lost. Then he starts talking about money situations and all this stuff. Just to turn around years later and say, well, Al Heyman was giving them money. He was just spending it. Him and his friends was just blowing the money, just like that. As soon as they get it, they go blow it. Yet he still blames Floyd and Al Heyman, okay? But he did all of this talking. The same people that was building him and trying to get him on the right track, nah, he knew everything. Arrogance. You see, I had ripping money up, burning money, flushing it down the toilet, all this stupid stuff, right? He did all of that. Then he goes up there, like I said, I ain't never lost at 140. All of a sudden now 140 is his best weight. Mikey beats him. Right? He got to the point, he couldn't even make up excuses no more. He lost to Pacquiao. Man, I beat that boy. I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy. Then he started talking about he came from nothing, from water and cornflakes. Water and corn, like, what does that have to do with anything, man? I ain't even supposed to be here right now. And I said, see, that's a loser's mentality. Why are you not supposed to be here? Are you beneath anybody? You're not a man just like anybody other man. You don't put your pants on straight. You don't zip your pants in the front. Huh? Why are you not supposed to be here? Making it as if you come from the ghetto, you're ignorant. You don't know how to survive. Like you're a savage. You're an animal. The same type of labels that racist people put on us. But then when I hear people say things like that, or the money was coming too fast, I ain't know what to do. Okay, so you got to a point where now you don't have to worry about where your next meal coming from. Now you can afford to get up out of here. You can go get that house. You can bring your family closer, get all that, and the only thing coming to your mind is blowing it and being arrogant and just spending money like an asshole because it's coming too fast. I wasn't used to have oh, really? Okay. See, all that stupid shit, and people nurture that. So people don't understand. When you embrace negativity, it's like I always say, we all from the hood, right? That don't mean you have to embrace poverty or the ignorance, the drug selling, the prostitution, you all the gang banging. You ain't got to embrace none of that. Drug trafficking, sex trafficking, you ain't got to embrace none of that just because that's where you from. Living in buildings with pissy staircases, roaches and rats. You don't have to embrace that. You just know where you come from. You should want to know where you're going. and you get that confidence for every step you take. Just like a fight, life is a fight. So that's why I'm saying, even in there watching Shields do what she did, she overcame adversity. So when you can come from the slums and overcome that adversity, and then you make stupid excuses because now you want to become a womanizer, you out here making babies with everybody, you out here just, getting arrogant, throwing money at people because they won't let you in a certain club because you don't have proper ID or whatever, all of this type of stuff. No, I don't salute that. I don't accept or respect that. And I always tell people, like people always say, you only as good as your last fight, right? Okay then, well, people see you as far as you're only as good as your last impression. So when people see you and that's what they see, and don't attach success to that, because when you do, then it goes, oh, see, that's how they act when they get money. That's what they do. That's how they act. So I just want to salute everybody, man, for doing what they did. And like I said, man, I'm not a fan of anybody, so I'm not hearing that bow down to you mode shit. I'm just saying, it's the type of thing where, once again, I don't have any problem with nobody from any other nationality, any other country, none of that. But again, like I said, you got everybody from every country come here on American soil waving their flag. You got people come from other countries can fill out a stadium, and the person from this country will get booed out the building. Yet, we're here in America. You have, all of us as Americans not getting along because you from the East Coast, I'm from the West Coast, he's from over there, she from over there. All of this nonsense. And you think in boxing where I help you eat, you help me eat by fighting each other. And you think that we will keep it respectful. I'm gonna kick your ass. Don't worry. Don't worry. I don't need more fuel in the fire. I'm gonna beat you senseless once that bell ring. But at the end of the day, no, we go through the antics. People get applauded for being two-faced nowadays. People applaud backstabbing antics. I don't. So with all that being said, I want to see the world get better. Us as black people, we need to get better. We need to treat each other better. We need to stop with all of this arrogant, egotistical nonsense and understand something. Michael J. White said something on the interview that I respected. He said, my movies are not the kind of movies that have the biggest budget, and from the initial buzz, they might not, my movies might not be thrown all over the place, but my movies are the kind that they'll do good, they'll do really good, and then through time, from, different streaming services picking my movies up, that's when the numbers really start to grow, and it's like, man, the residuals is a lot bigger than what you think. And why I respect that? Because you see, anybody can sell themselves to make more money. They can play roles to do things where they don't care if they make a complete coon out of themselves. They'll do it if they get it money. Okay? Not trying to be funny. See, I'm taking the time to make this video because I want to explain something to y'all. Let me give you an example of something. I'll give y'all a perfect example. You like who you like what you like. Okay. Let's take The Rock, for example. Dwayne Johnson. His father, Rocky Johnson. Black American. Soul man, Rocky Johnson. Now we know Peter Chief Maiva, all the Samoans and all his family, his uncles, his grandfather and all of them, right? Okay. His mom is Samoan. Let me show you something that's by design. You ever notice in every movie that The Rock plays in, if The Rock has a brother in the movie, he's never black, even though The Rock is black? You ever notice he never has a black wife in the movie, even though he's black? That's by design. You never notice that every movie he plays in, it's predominantly like it's like no other black people in the movie at all. With the exception of like the Fast and Furious, because the franchise is so big, he knew he could benefit off of that. And then he got Hobbs and Shaw with what's his name, the Staten guy. But you see what I'm saying? That's by design. And if he was to do a movie with like Ice Cube, you know, if he did a movie like, if he played in a movie like Menace to Society, or even like Training Day, you know, where he's playing a role where he has some type of like black swag, right? It would be considered different. See, he could do the rap, like he did that little rap song last year. Yeah, you know why? Or the year before, whatever it was. It's simple. Those songs are listened to by younger people. The older people that's out, the same people buying his movies and stuff. And this is a song. You see what I'm saying? You understand me? The Rock plays, like, in other words, you know how people see The Rock, and I've heard many people say this. They said, when I see The Rock, to be honest with you, I just think The Rock. I don't think black, Shalom, or nothing. It's like, that's how he wants to be seen. You understand what I'm saying? Could you picture him in a movie like Boys in the Hood or something like that? And those type of movies are not even happening. Well, they're happening now, but they're more like low budget movies, you know. But I'm saying, and not that he has to be in a movie like that. All I'm saying is, bottom line, you've never seen The Rock in a movie with a black cast. That's by design. That's why he's where he is right now. Because if he was doing movies like that, which, by the way, when he played Hercules, was it Hercules? Yeah, people was complaining, oh man, since when has Hercules been black? Yeah, I was reading those racist ass comments. When he played Black Adam, people had a complaint about that. Oh man, Black Adam was never black, and blah blah blah. I'm like, wow. But this is what I'm saying to you. We are people. You hear a lot of us say, I can't be myself when I'm at work. I can. I'm gonna be myself wherever I am. I can't be anybody but me. You know. But you hear people say this type of stuff all the time. I have to fit in, get in where I fit in, because it's like people always watching us. You know, I got the same position as her, but they're asking me at meetings, can I hand out the snacks? Like I work for her or something. We got the same position. Why are we both not doing it? All types of stuff. Just saying, y'all. So I know there's people out there that go through the struggles. They go through ups and downs. And a lot of times we feel like there's nobody out there that can help. Nobody that cares. And, you know, but you have to be that strong person that you are. And nobody said life is easy. I don't have the answers for everybody. I mean, hell, we all live and we learn, myself included. You know what you know, and there's always more to add on to what you do know. And it's about living life, to me, healthy, and you know, just living a good life. I don't put a price tag on myself or my family, whatever. We're not for sale. You know, and there's a lot that we can do. But, you know, I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want to be the guy everywhere I go. Everybody knows him. Oh, can we take a picture? Can we do this? Can we do that? Oh, could you sign my titty? Oh, could you sign my panties? And I don't want that shit. I would never ask anybody for an autograph. It's one thing for people to appreciate you, and you have a certain rapport, a certain bond with people that see your material and stuff like that. But most people don't think like that. That's what they call themselves. I'm a fan. Like, you know. And I tell people, man, you know, your intentions may be good, but just be careful with your words and look at how you move and understand. You don't want to be seen in a way that your intentions are not intended for, you know. And so, yeah, man, I mean, it's funny because I sit here and I scroll down up and I'm reading the comments and I'm like, man, people are just so damn hateful for no reason. For no reason. If I think you can't fight, I'll say, nah, I don't think this person can fight. This person is one-dimensional. This person only has one style. This person is very limited. This person is exceptional as a fighter. This person is very unorthodox. This person, lightning hands, whatever. I don't have a reason to hate on anybody. So if I don't see you as a good fighter, okay, just make a perfect example, right? Remember Regis Prograis was talking about how Devin Haney ain't from the streets. He ain't from the same struggle as him and all that. Remember how he was talking? I said Regis Prograis is one hell of a talker when it comes to that. If he can convince you with it, if anybody can convince you that they're going to win with their words, it's Regis Prograis, right? And I said, yeah, he always talks like that, right? But if you watch him, you can see Regis Prograis is limited. Depends on his power too much. What did I say? Devin Haney should beat the brakes off of him. Devin Haney is consistent, and he brings his A game in every fight. So even if there's hiccups in a fight, and somebody give him a good fight, it's not because he can't fight, it's because that person came to fight too. The point is, he overcomes adversity. When I watch Regis Prograis, I see a guy who's not nearly as talented as Devin Haney. So for all the Devin Haney, the Devin Haney haters, oh man, Regis going to do this. Regis going to knock him out. Regis going to do this. Fighters and all, content creators, subscribers, whoever, everybody talked all that shit. I didn't say I think Devin Haney should destroy him because I don't like Regis Prograis as a fighter and I just wanted Devin Haney to destroy him. No, I just didn't see anything that he had that Devin Haney couldn't handle. And the only way he was going to beat Devin is if he could knock him out. But people make it seem like Devin Haney got a glass jaw. They make it seem like Devin Haney don't know how to box. And like I said, experience that you gain is when you win and when you lose. And he had a hell of a fight with Lomachenko, and you don't think that he got experience from that fight either? So going forward, what do y'all think? That kid is dedicated to the craft. I'm from the streets too. I ain't no prep boy. So when I say, what does that have to do? Okay, you from the streets, that's going to make you a good fighter because you from the streets? Well, it sure as fuck didn't work, right? So you can say you represent us. No, I represent me. You represent you. You know, what did Jermell Charlo say? I'm doing this for the culture that they hate on. What did he do when he got in the ring? All right, so running your mouth and saying things is one thing. Having the ability to back it up is something else. So once again, I picked Devin to win because I just stayed two different levels. Two completely different levels. And all the excuses. And now when you see this guy comes in there and he doesn't look weight drained, you see what happens when he connected. He drops Devin. He drops Regis. Regis said he can't punch. He's pillow fisted. Ain't that funny? When the last time Devin Haney hit somebody and they touched the floor before Regis? Right? So the guy that's the big banger touches the floor, but not the guy that's pillow fisted. Right? So, you know, all of these things, man. Anything, like I said, you say anything now, it's hating because you want that person to be talked about in a good way or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all what y'all want to hear. I don't care what you want to hear. If you don't want to hear the truth, then you don't want to hear it from me. Listen to somebody else, because I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all something I don't believe. Plain and simple, the better man won, and who was it? Devin Haney, not Regis. That's all. It's not the end of the world. Rebound, if you can. But I want to salute all of my positive black people. We're black every day, not just 29 days out the year. You know, and we need to understand that we really actually need each other on this earth. People don't realize, but we do. We see what type of things is going on. Even the example of this lady, these women that left this baby home, left 8 kids home, and had two, so that's 10. Had 2 kids in charge of 8 kids. If those parents are abusive, and that's where the kids get it from, who knows? But one of the parents admitted that they knew that one of the kids was abusive, but they wanted to go and gamble. If we had somebody, who knows? Maybe they got somebody talking to them, they don't listen. I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know, if we communicated better, if we had a better understanding that, no, I'm not attacking you just because I'm saying that you need to add this to that, or if you had this and that, it will make you more complete or whatever. No. when it gets to the point where your attitude is nasty towards people and you say whatever you want to say, and then whoever's not agreeing with your bullshit, you know, you want to be sarcastic or rude to those, then hell, then we give it right back to you. It's real simple. Again, without fans, you have no boxing career. If you own a restaurant without customers, you sell no food, you have no business. You can go open up you can open up a real estate building. If you have no clients, again, you have no business. So appreciation and respect, that's two words you hear me use often. Now, I wanted to close this video out a long time ago, but I wanted to get everything out. Like I said, I wanted to go a different direction, but I wanted to start off with Shields, and I wanted to just, you know, man, we need to step our game up as black people, man, and we need to, and I'm saying this because you know what happens? March 1st, people forget all this Black History stuff. And it just becomes a fad. It just becomes a thing of, okay, it's Black History Month, we're supposed to talk about Martin Luther King, and no, it's not what it's about. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. You know, it's hard enough to make it in America as a black man or woman. And when you do something and you are doing things in a way where you are in control, you're in a great position, and then your own people don't want to see you in that, and you're not doing anything shady or unhanded to get there, I just, you know, I can't relate to that. I really can't. So for me to see that in all of boxing, one person is a 3-time undisputed champion, and it's a female named Claressa Shields. And then you hear how women always talk about uplifting and building this women's boxing. But what do? They go after the one that's the centerpiece of all of it right now. You got old school fighters chiming in to talk trash about what Claressa is and what she isn't. And it's funny because you know what's funny? You look at anybody from the old school, whether it's D. Yamaguchi, whether it's Ann Wolfe, whether it's Layla Ali, no matter who it is, you notice nobody's talking about, they're not bringing up Alicia Baumgartner. They're not bringing up Katie Taylor. They're not bringing up Savannah Marshall. They're not bringing up Franchon Crew. Everybody goes straight for Claressa Shields to try to belittle her and try to say what she is or what she isn't. And they always try to take somebody that she either whooped their ass already and they're just not aware of it, or they forgot, and big them up even though Shields already balled them up and threw them out. So just saying, you don't hear them bringing up none of these other female fighters' names. And if these fighters really embraced female boxing being where it is, nobody's telling you to bow to Claressa Shields and nobody else. But we're saying for you to try to belittle her and like 2 Olympic gold medals, 3-time undisputed, and you try to laugh at that, where's the joke? Where's the joke? Especially when you yourself hasn't done it and you're trying to call somebody's name in a weight class that you know that they're not going to go to. So, you know, bottom line, and we're so petty. Oh, but she said, she said what? She said what? Bottom line, she's not calling these women out. They're calling her out. And none of them are in her weight class. So bottom line is, if they want that smoke, they need to go to 160. Otherwise, all of this back and forth bullshit, and you look up and they say, hey, it doesn't matter if it's Black History Month or not. These black folks are not getting along with each other anyway. Look how they doing each other right now. There's no material. That's like a homeless person, like I said before. It's like a homeless person looking in your house going, look at all that ugly ass furniture. Meanwhile, you in your house nice and cozy and snug, and they living outside in a cardboard box on a damn sidewalk somewhere. A train station, a park bench. And I'm not making fun of them. I'm saying, just imagine the audacity. You don't even have a home and you're criticizing somebody else's. And that's what you see these fighters doing. They absolutely have nothing going for themselves if they're not talking about Claressa Shields. So even if they have a fight coming up, well, if I talk about Claressa, people will be more interested in what I say about Shields than they are about my own fight coming up. So let me talk about her. We don't learn anything from the dead reckoning, y'all. Let's not forget. Team Wilder talked about AJ far more than he talked about fighting Parker. Instead of telling them, damn, you know what's funny? Anthony Joshua was the smart one that said, listen, I'm not worried about Wilder. I'm not worried. As I said before, I like to fight all these guys. There's no problem. Right now, my main focus is Otto Ali. If I don't get past him, none of this happens. It all goes away. Right? That's what he said. Big mouth Jarrell Miller running his mouth. He's not even talking about, when he's talking about Daniel Dubois, all he's doing is making stupid, weird voices, calling him a shrimp and all this nonsense. And I guess he's trying to call himself, I guess he's trying to pull a Shannon Briggs with Let's Go Champ, trying to find something he's going to say and figure people are going to start catching on. But none of it meant anything. And, you know, we see what kind of, you know, he went out and got himself and, you know, focus on your fight. Jarrell Miller, you're not fighting AJ. You're not fighting Wilder. You're fighting Dubois. Wasted time, focus on AJ and everybody else, and look what happened. Malik Scott chimed in with Wilder. Malik Scott sends a threatening message to AJ and blah, blah, blah. And Wilder talking about AJ, and look at what happens with him. All of the people that had a big mouth, they lost. Focus. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, none of that nonsense. I don't believe in clapping my heels, wishing on a star, whatever. I'm just going to flat out say it again. Us as black people, we need to unify. We need to stand together, and we need to understand what we really mean to each other. We need to understand that we need each other. And really, if that's too hard for people to see, and it obviously is for a lot of people, we still have a long way to go. And again, not just because it's Black History Month, my mindset is always here. You know, I think the way I think, I look at the way things happen in life, and I learn and we grow. But we need to stop with all of this hatred. We need to stop with all of this, you know, ignorance. Nobody can just give you an honest opinion. Like on those shows, what should I wear, the red or the blue? The person say blue, they wear red. You know what I mean? Then why'd you ask me? What am I, David Hay? Nah, you know, but this is what I'm saying. We need to stop the nonsense. You know, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. People are going to do what they're going to do. It's not like this video is going to change the damn world. Nothing like that. But I'm speaking my mind on what I see and what I feel. And pretty much the real ones will get it. The dummies won't. But, you know, we need to all stand together, man. Like I said, my family's mixed. I love people from everywhere. People that show me love, I show them love. At the same time, like I said, I know who I am. I know what I am. And I'm not stupid. And I know how people see us. And I know a lot of people don't like us. And they categorize us. So when you see the guy with the saggy pants and his ass, you see the guy that have the belt wrapped around his damn knees and his ass hanging out, and all that dumb shit. Got his shirt hanging out in the front, but it's up in the back with his ass and his drawers out, like feminine female shit. And they say that, you know, when they look at it, they think that's how we are. Especially when they see you on a video rapping, counting money, smiling with diamonds in your teeth and all that. Oh, that's what success does. Okay, I got you. Just say, we need to stop focusing on nonsense. And I had to straighten people out to get to this point of the video in the first place. You know, so-called men, stop worrying about what women are saying. Stop focusing on females. Getting all of your feelings about a female saying some shit. So what you going to do about it? Nothing, right? But you keep worrying about a woman's words. And all this woman is saying is, I think I could beat Keith Thurman. I spar with men all the time, and you know, and she's confident in herself. So what? So what? If you guys have daughters, y'all better hope she don't meet a man with your mentality. Because she going to be calling you with a broke jaw every other week. So if that shit heal up for it, give it a couple of months, bam, he done broke the other side. Because basically, again, nobody's telling you to be touched physically. No, we talking about somebody being interviewed, giving their opinion, speaking their mind. And all of a sudden, men are in their feelings about the words of a female. Black love, black unity, world peace. We all can connect as one. That would be beautiful. But that's a fantasy. Just to get any one nationality to show love to each other is like a very difficult, task, next to impossible. But anyway, I said pretty much everything I want to say on this video. And like I said, salute past, present, dead or alive, for contributions, that benefited us as people. I won't always be here. One day I'll be a memory, be dead and gone. It'll be a new generation of people doing what they're doing. And life goes on with it without you. But at least, as long as I'm here, I would like to see more unity. If we get it, we get it. And that's why I said, even like on this channel, I like to talk to people that have bright minds. Not ignorant people that hear part of what you say and draw the wrong conclusions and start putting stupid ass comments because they're not listening to you. I like to deal with people that can have an understanding that you can actually connect with. Otherwise, you just have a bunch of people hitting like button, subscribing just so they can argue with you. There's people that ask questions to learn. Then there's people that ask questions just so they can respond. And being honest with you, the fact that men are doing this now, yeah, it's looking real shaky. Anyway, y'all, this is the last video I'm going to make, of course, about Black History Month. I can sit here and go down a list of names of people, so that we be here a lot longer than I'm already over the hour, 1 hour and 21 minute mark. I just wanted to get this out and get this off. And Claressa Shields, I was going to do this anyway, but I felt like I made a video about her. I had more to say than what I actually said already, and I wanted to include her in this because, significantly, she did all this during Black History Month. So I thought that was cool, and I just wanted to make that known. Anyway, y'all, everybody have a blessed and solid day. Enjoy your whole week. Hopefully, people that's going through something, greater things will come to you, things that's been plaguing you and your family, that hopefully y'all can get through it. You'll conquer that. Hopefully that, you get the best news of your life this week. And that's for anybody out there, like, black, white, whatever you are, just saying, but, life is not easy. So I just took the time to make this video, and I wanted to talk to y'all. I could have actually said here and did it live. But again, it is what it is. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.